Hey everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Zeez. On today's episode, we are making spaghetti and meatballs. And yeah, if you are interested, keep on watching. And don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. I should always say subscribe first, but you guys know what I mean. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. So just getting straight into the meatball recipe. Now all the ratios and quantities and specifics will be in the description box below, but basically I start off with ground meat. It can be mince or lamb, as well as a really super finely chopped onion and some garlic and ginger, some red chili flakes, coriander. I think that's cumin and not coriander, but it's coriander, and then also dried cumin, as well as some Parmesan. Now the Parmesan that I use in this recipe is specifically for when I make meatballs with pasta, but if I make a normal kebab, then I do not add Parmesan. And our herbs, which is some parsley and fresh coriander, as well as 2 eggs. Finally, I added some toasted breadcrumbs as well, and afterwards I just mixed it through. Now when you mix this recipe, or when you mix this mixture, get your hands in there, but keep it as aerated as possible, almost like you're folding in a cake mixture. So you don't want to squish it too much, because then you're going to get a chewy, tense type meatball, and no one likes a chewy, tense type meatball. And I got about 33 cute, nicely sized meatballs out of that mixture. Now I'm just frying them off in some canola oil. We are not deep frying them, we are shallow frying them, but basically I just cover the pan so that at least a third to a half of the meatball is covered, and I'm just letting it cook off now until they are nice and golden brown on each side, and then just letting it dry down on a paper towel. Now, like I said, I'm making spaghetti and meatballs, so this is my fake vodka sauce recipe. So for obvious reasons, I don't do vodka, dietary restrictions, etc, etc, but this is basically my spicy vodka recipe. So I added some olive oil as well as garlic flavored olive oil into a pan and just let that heat up, and then added some chopped onions, and let that brown off a bit. So this would not be spicy vodka sauce without the heat, so I'm adding some dried red chili flakes and just letting the onions and the chili flakes cook together until they look like that. Now I'm just adding some minced garlic. I used about 3 to 4 cloves for this recipe. By now you all should know I do not believe that there's something as too much garlic. So if you want to decrease the amount of garlic you put in, by all means do so, but this is the amount that I usually put in. And now I'm just letting it cook. Be careful that your garlic doesn't burn, because fresh garlic burns much quicker than minced up garlic or garlic paste. So I'm just letting this cook away for a few minutes, for a few seconds, not minutes, until I put in my tomato paste. I feel like that was a whole mouthful that I just put out there, but basically I'm going to be adding about 2 sachets of tomato paste and just letting it cook down really well, because tomato paste is quite acidic and you get that tomato paste metallic flavor if you don't cook it off really well. You need to cook this for quite a bit of time just to make sure that everything is cooked through and there's no, I don't want to say processed flavor, but there's no I've squeezed this out of a packet kind of flavor. So now that the tomato paste is cooked through, I'm just going to add about a teaspoon of chili powder. I actually added about a teaspoon here, and then after it was done and I tasted it, I realized that I need a bit more chili powder for that kick, so I just added a bit more. Now I'm just adding about 2 bottles, which is about 500 ml of fresh cream, and just letting that cook together, get all emulsified and thick and creamy. And yeah, that's basically how I make my fake vodka sauce. So before adding my meatballs to the sauce, I just took a bit of excess pasta water just to thin out the sauce a bit, because we know if you add cream to a sauce, it tends to thicken up even after you stop cooking it. So just to make it easier for the sauce to stick to the meatballs and to the pasta as well, I just added a bit of pasta water, sorry. And now I'm just going to add my meatballs all nice and evenly into my sauce. So I just let it simmer for a couple of minutes just to make sure that the sauce penetrates the meatballs as well. And then just finished it off with some fresh parsley and coriander. And that's basically my meatballs and fake vodka sauce. Let me know if you tried, let me know how it goes, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye!